All right, is the stream up? You can watch us on Facebook, on Twitch, on X, which used to be Twitter, and also our YouTube live stream. So thank you so much for that. If you want to tune in and see our friends from the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium, wow. We're very excited to have our friend Sean Putney, who's the Executive Director and CEO of the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium, and also Natalie is here. And we have another special friend, an African gray parrot. But and what is the name of our African gray parrot?
Her name is Sherlock.
Sherlock.
Can you say hi, Sherlock? Very nice.
See, look how excited Mark. I said, Mark, do you think the parrot's going to talk? And Marco goes, I don't know. I hope so. We're irrationally excited by this. Sean, good morning. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having us on, Stephen.
So you told me you never know with the parrot, depending on the surroundings and the environment. Maybe the parrot will talk. Maybe the parrot will be happy. Maybe not. But it looks like this Sherlock enjoys the Border Patrol and Sports Radio 810.
It must be your personality,
Well,
Stephen.
that's what I think.
But yes, you're right. You never really know how the animals are going to act and react. And the main reason why Natalie is here, when we brought the snake and the tortoise on, I can handle that on my own.
Right.
But once you start getting up into the more learned animals like the parrots, they have a special trust and bond with the staff who takes care of them on a daily basis. So Natalie's here to make her more comfortable, and she's been practicing out in the hallway, so she's been doing great.
So Sherlock is enjoying peanuts and sunflower seeds, and also can you have Sherlock blow bubbles again? Like
Sure. We can see. She seems like she's ready to go. Can you blow some bubbles? Those are some good bubbles.
So how old is Sherlock?
She's 27, and she's a
Wow.
part of our animal ambassador team that we have presentations every day at 11 and 2. Natalie's going to confirm.
11:30.
11:30.
and
Oh, I screwed it up
2:30.
already,
Close.
Stephen.
11:30 and 2:30.
So it gives us an opportunity. So many people want to see what animals can do, and that gives us an opportunity to show off their skills and their training and some of the wow factors that animals have.
So this is awesome. It's 27 years old, and so what's the average life expectancy for a parrot?
So we were just talking about this too. They can get over 60 years old in an environment where they're being taken care of. In the wild, it's less than that, but that's something that we are constantly talking about with people who think, oh, I'd love to have a bird at home. I'd love to have a parrot at home. And the commitment that you have to have, not only on a daily basis, but for a lifetime. Sometimes the animals outlive their owners. So you really have to think about it if you are having that itch to own a parrot.
So Sherlock likes to eat fruit, vegetables, parrot chow. What is that? What does parrot chow involve?
It's just a mix, a specialized mix that they get their vitamins and minerals in addition to their fruits and veggies. And of course, when we are training the bird, you use the foods that they like the best. So we have some peanuts here, we have some sunflower seeds, and that is kind of a, hey, I'll do anything for you if I get my peanuts.
And so, Nate, the monogamous pairs that mate for life, the beautiful African gray parrot, the pairs will live amongst a flock, but will have a nest separated in their own tree. And so, Nate, do you have any questions about Sherlock, the 27-year-old female African gray parrot that is right now in your seat eating peanuts and sunflower seeds?
I'm watching you guys on the stream right now. This is a beautiful bird, but I'm used to seeing parrots that are like really bright colors. What I think is awesome about this dude is it's gray all the way across, but then this really bright, would you call that like orange or red at the end of the tail? It's really a cool color pattern. I've never seen a parrot like that. How rare is it for parrots that are not quite so colorful?
Well, this species in particular, Nate, that's an indicator of an adult gray parrot where they get those red tail feathers. And it's number one, it shows itself off to the other birds in the flock, but might also help them get away from potential predators with the predators keying in on that back end as opposed to their head.
I feel like Natalie's having a full conversation with Sherlock right now. So Sherlock's communicating with you, like nodding her head. So like try to explain what's happening right here for people that are watching.
So a lot of their communication is with their body language, and a lot of the things that I look out for is how her feathers are laying. So if her feathers were all down super flat, she might just be checking everything out. But you can see the feathers, especially around her neck, are really poofed up.
Yes.
So to me, that means that she is very comfortable. She's dancing a little bit
Right.
because all eyes are not on her currently. So she loves to have all of the attention on her, and she is very comfortable right now with all of those feathers here as well. So
Was that an itch, or was she waving at me?
So she's waving at you.
Hey,
So her
boy, yeah.
cue for waving for me is to lift my hand up and wiggle my finger, just like that. So with me pointing to my neck like this, she kind of thought, oh, maybe if I wave, that's close to what she wants me to do, and I'll get a sunflower seed.
Seems like she's been eyeing me a couple of times, so I think we're communicating.
Bonding.
Yeah,
off-
she's
yeah, we're
checking
bonding.
out, and she's comfortable with it too, because she has been nice and fluffy this whole time.
We're off to a good start. So have I. You just can't tell I have a jacket on. Any other questions from you, Nate Bucade? I know you're a very curious young man when it comes to animals.
Yeah, I'm also not such a young man because I have bird feeders out on my deck now, and I sit there in the morning and stare at these birds that come by my house all the time, and I love them. And you start to get to know them. And you mentioned that Sherlock and the gray parrots mate for life. I swear I notice bird couples all the time, like cardinals that come by. I feel like there's a couple of them, like a female and a male that are always together, and a couple of pigeons that do this in my house. Is that common for all birds or most birds, or am I making that up in my mind when I watch these birds come by?
Sean, I want you to be honest. That you're a little concerned about Nate, the way he's describing, the way he spends his mornings. That seems a little off, doesn't it, for you?
It seems very peaceful,
Well,
Nate.
yeah,
I wish I had the
It
opportunity
is.
to sit out there and drink my coffee and watch the birds go by. But you are right. There are a lot of bird species out there that tend to be monogamous. Now, we say that with our birds, but please realize that if their mate passes away, they're going to move on. So they aren't stuck in the situation of, well, I can no longer breed. They understand that in order for their genes to get passed on, they have to have somebody to hang out with. Yes, there are a lot of species out there that will have monogamous pair, but there are also all sorts of other species that will have males that will go around and mate with whoever they can find. So it really just depends on the species.
Nate, any follow-up comments to that?
No,
There we go. Thank you, Nate.
not really.
So let's talk about what else is other things going on at the zoo. We've had you on a couple of times already this year, and we were talking about the aquarium getting ready to open and getting ready to debut. And so now let's talk about the aquarium and what the reception has been like. How has that been?
It's been amazing,
Yeah.
Stephen. Thanks for everybody who's come out to visit. In fact, we had our best September as far as visitation goes ever.
Wow.
By I think we were right at 121,000 people who visited the aquarium just in September. October was good too, but we had some colder and rainy weather over the last couple of weeks. This past week has been beautiful, so we've had some great attendance, but really well received. Everybody who's gone through has talked about how much they loved it. And it's just another great amenity for when people are coming to the zoo, another great thing that you can go see.
And the zoo and aquarium has officially changed the winter hours to the winter hours. Open daily 9:30 to 4. And you can get your best price on admission by purchasing online in advance. Admission to the aquarium is included in your zoo general admission and memberships, but you need a timed reservation for aquarium entry, which available online. And also, it's always great to have a year full of fun with a membership to the zoo and aquarium, a great option for a gift this holiday season. And so something else that looks awesome, too, that I've heard people talking about, and I can't wait to take my family out there, Glow Wild around the world, Glow Wild Lantern Festival. That's going to be running evenings through December 30th from 6 o'clock until 10 o'clock. And so for people that haven't seen it on social media and haven't been out there, tell us about Glow Wild around the world out at the zoo.
We had such a great response last year, Stephen, for our Glow Wild presentation. Last year was really the first time we did it, and we had 70,000 people come and visit.
Wow.
So we thought, well, let's do this again. It was so popular, and everything about it has changed. So if you don't know, it's these steel figures that are covered with silk, and inside of them there are LED lights that make it shine. And so we have animals from around the world, but we also switched it up. All the figures are new this year, and we have things like the Roman Colosseum and the Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty, just to make it that much more spectacular. So it's a lot of fun. Like you said, it starts at 6 o'clock every night, except for Mondays. We have a blackout night on Monday, so don't show up to the zoo Monday night. Otherwise, you'll be very disappointed because we don't have the lights on that night.
Over 74 tons of steel and more than 940,000 feet of silk and this has been meticulously crafted by 151 artisans. That's mind-blowing. And the festival is along a 1 mile route and takes about an hour to walk through.
Yeah, it's on the top side of the zoo, so we wanted to keep it relatively flat for everybody, so it's an easy walk. But you start off at the front gate, you go around our tram road, past elephants, then past the aquarium, past penguins, then down to Australasia, and then back to the front. So it's you can spend as much time there as you want. Most people can probably do it in about an hour and a half. And we have some food and beverages there to help people enjoy the evening as well.
Tickets are available online now at kansascityzoo.org/glowwild, GLOWILD, kansascityzoo.org/glowwild. And again, so when, for getting back to Sherlock here, who was just dancing, so I don't want to take the attention too far away from Sherlock. And so when can Sherlock people can see Sherlock?
Yes.
And so tell us when and where and how.
Sherlock regularly goes to our 11:30 and 2:30 daily shows in our indoor auditorium. So it's in our Doremus building. So right when you walk into the zoo, if you go left into that little cafe area, you'll see signs for our bird shows. And she will do sometimes her full script, sometimes just a couple different vocals. But she is a regular superstar.
I was going to say, this would be honest, she's a star. So what else does she does? We've heard her speak. We did the blow bubbles. What else does
She's
she
got
do?
a couple other vocals.
Oh.
Let's see. Are you a pretty girl? She is a pretty girl. Let's see. Oh, let's see if we'll do Sean's favorite. Can you fall down and go boom? Fall down and go boom. Oh. Is it amazing? Wow.
We need. Or you're recording these, aren't you? Right? These are going to be drops on our show now. I'm not kidding. So Sherlock's going to be a regular contributor to the Border Patrol.
Is it one big party? Ooh, yeah, it is.
Wow, that's awesome.
They say, Stephen, that African greys have a language up to 1,000 words. So
That's more than me. So,
Yeah.
and how long has Sherlock been at the zoo?
She has been at the zoo for quite a long time, significantly longer than I have been there.
longer than me.
Right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So she has gotten used to being out on stage, coming out to fun events like this. So she loves to show off what she can do. Oh, one of my favorites. Are you ready? Oh, no. You want to try it one more time? Are you ready? Charge!
That was great. So, I mean, I don't, tell me if I'm getting too personal, but does Sherlock have a significant other? Does Sherlock is...
She's got some good friends.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's got her group of trainers that she is very much fond with. We keep it very professional. We have a working relationship. So when we go out to programs and things like that, she knows her job and we know our job.
Right.
So we don't get any confusion. Ooh, we are making a mess on
So
this table.
there's no man in her life, basically. She's just...
Nope.
That's fine.
She's an independent, strong
Right.
lady.
It's about, she's
She goes, yeah.
focusing on her career right now as an
very
entertainer, and maybe
career-driven.
later on.
Very career-driven.
And so, Sean, tell all our listeners again, if they'd like to come out to the zoo. And I know people think, well, the summer's over, I can't go to the zoo. Yes, you can. Tell people what you have and what people can come out and enjoy, and just again reiterate all the awesome things going on at the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why we built the aquarium, Stephen, was to extend the season. People can go to the zoo any time of the year. We're open 361 days out of the year, so we are closed Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Martin Luther King Day. But every other day, come on out. We have plenty of places where you can get away from the snow and the cold that's coming. The aquarium, the penguins, our Discovery Barn, our Tropics building, those are all places where you can dip in out of the cold and enjoy your day. And even you'd be surprised that some of the animals, you think, well, it's in the mid 40s or 50s, it's probably too cold for the animals. A lot of those animals, even from Africa, can go out when it's 45 degrees. Our elephants can go out. Our 45 is that kind of cutoff for our great apes. So even though it seems cold, a lot of the animals will still go out.
Nate, any final comments for our wonderful guests in studio, Sean, Natalie, and Sherlock?
I'm busy texting with my wife right now about trying to buy tickets for the Glow Wild. Any other details people should know about when they should go or any of that?
Well, again, we have areas where you can warm up. So even if it's a little bit on the cooler side, which this week is really perfect because it's kind of have your late summer weather that has lasted through the evening. So we do have strollers, or wagons. We do have wheelchairs. So if people have a little bit of trouble walking, there are those amenities that we can get you around the zoo. But otherwise, come on out, enjoy your time. There have been thousands and thousands of people who have already come out and enjoyed it, and I'd encourage everybody to. It's a nice, safe, family place to enjoy an evening.
Sean, I'm not looking for any special treatment here, but is there any possibilities we have Nate just some morning come out there, drink coffee, and watch animals mate? He enjoys that. Is that?
He can definitely come out and enjoy his coffee. I'm not sure we can ensure the mating.
I'm sorry,
portion
Nate,
of things.
but I told you I'd ask for you. Any final?
I just like to watch the relationships form. I don't need that part.
Yeah, he just wants to see how the bond is made. Any final comments? We're just down to about a minute or so from. We'd like to have Sherlock to have the last word, please.
You want to give him a kiss? That's very nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Sean, thank you so much for the time. We appreciate it. I encourage everyone to go out there to the Kansas City Zoo and Aquarium. And don't forget about Glow Wild around the world. Tickets available online now. Don't go on Mondays. You watch football on Monday night. Then you go to Glow Wild the rest of the week. KansasCityZoo.org/Glow Wild. Thank you so much for coming in, Sean.
Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, everybody.
And thank you, Natalie. And thank you, Sherlock.
Goodbye, Sherlock. There you go.
Yeah, she's waving at me. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nate. Bye-bye, Marco. Bye-bye, everyone. That's been the Border Patrol on Sports Radio 810 WHB.